Biochar.
Biochar. It's called biochar.
Biochar.
We must bring
Yeah.
Bones. In Rwanda, we eat a lot of animals. Biochar. Yes, what else?
Okay. This side of biochar, of bokashi, it is a fertilizer that we make here in the laboratory, and it is composed of numerous things that decompose, right? First of all, we get materials like, maybe you can come some. That fertilizer you've seen, here are a sample, the materials we always use. These are coffee husks.
Yes, coffee husks.
Coffee husks. This is wood ash.
Biochar.
The charcoal. Then we have the topsoil. And again, we always have danga, the fresh one.
Yeah, danga.
Yeah.
Cow danga.
The cow danga. Then we always have maize bran, yeast, and molasses. So we always encourage farmers to make this fertilizer because it is meant through that process. It is produced through that process of fermentation, and of which this process breaks down each and every component we have put in to make sure that the nutrients within are meant available for the crops. As soon as you apply it, the crop, it starts up taking it. Understand? Instead of applying this danga after decomposing, then the plant takes it with the time. But this fertilizer is very, very nutritious to crops, in that it contains this the biochar. Biochar makes the soil cools the soil, meaning it maintains the soil temperature, and again it keeps the soil color. If the soil is dark, it absorbs the light, the heat from the sun. Then again, it makes the soil somehow the perforation, all aeration area for air and water. You understand? Then again we have ash. We include this ash because it contains a lot of nutrients within. You understand? So these nutrients are calcium, mainly potassium. Because potassium is one of the highly required nutrients in the soil by plants.
Potassium from the bones, like the one from the bones.
Then again, it is here in the ash. You know, you may not get the bones, but ash is always there because we always cook. So that potassium always helps the plant to flute and flowering. Helps the plant to flower and again to keep the flute. Then another thing in the soil, it is just a component. It contains a number of microorganisms within. So these microorganisms within this one and within the danga, the fresh danga that we apply, they are boosted by the yeast, all acted upon by the yeast. And you know these yeast are also microorganisms.
Yes. So
those microorganisms together with these ones soil origin and from the cow dung origin, then they are fed up. They are fed by the sugars within the molasses. These sugars within the molasses makes the process continuous because they keep feeding on the molasses. So during that process, throughout that process, the fermentation process is successful. Yeah. So within the process, there is production of heat. After arranging these materials, and the order might not matter, but the quantities. Molasses are the most required in quantities and water. Then we normally use one tin of yeast in a drum.
Where do you get the yeast from? From
the market.
From the market.
Because you can get even from the called sorghum. Yeah, sorghum or
The chigaje.
chigaje, but you keep the sorghum somehow to bring to sprout. Then after sprouting, you keep it on the sunshine, dry somehow. Then you crush it and apply. So that is it. I understand. So after applying that one, you arrange them in order. For example, we were making a layer of this. So just do it again. You start with these coffee husks. Why? Because for them, they hold the water. They don't make water go away.
They hold water.
Yeah. So after that layer, you make at least 3 inches of it. Then again, you add on danga. After applying danga at least 3 inches again, you apply soil. You apply soil on it. In a known, you maintain the shape. If you have made a circle shape, you maintain the size of the shape.
You can make something like this. Then
Yes. You can make a rectangle, but maintain its size such that the quantity of the materials down are the same at the top. Then again, you add ash, but ash is needed in less quantities. And
why?
Because most of the soils within it has already the component of potassium. Dinora is using this ash within areas. Dinora is emphasizing farmers to apply ash to their soil. So we well know that their soil has potassium within. So again, if you have soils that are acidic, you can apply it in more quantities because they neutralize
the acid.
It's not depression.
Yeah.
This is used as a food or salt. Sugar or salt.
The potassium.
Yes.
You know, if
Yes.
you cook food, can you make 1 kg of salt?
No.
Impossible. Half? Impossible.
Little.
Yeah.
And if you put more, you don't eat that food. So
That's why the ash has to be small.
Yeah, in less quantities.
Or it's like sugar. There is the sugar you must drink in the tea or and there is another sugar. You can't drink it.
Are you good at videography?
You can't.
Making.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
So
Thank you. And again, for this soil, if at all it
Making a
was salt,
video.
and
So
you are
you hold
diabetic,
it like
then
this. Make
again,
sure you absorb everything.
then again we have the absent component, that is maize bran. Maize bran is needed, but also in less quantity.
Maize bran, no, we have a lot of maize waste. Is it from the seeds?
The coat.
The coat, those leaves of the.
No, not maize.
The maize seed.
The maize seed has a coat.
Yeah.
After you take to the milling machine,
The waste. Ibisigazwa baseye bagakuramo ifu, then ibisigaye nibyo
in French.
okay. After that, we add the carbon. It is a carbon source. We apply our carbon, which is biochar. Then we arrange it in order. What I had forgotten is that after a layer, for example, after applying the first layer, you have to sprinkle some water in a mixture of molasses and yeast. You know this yeast we buy in the supermarkets. We found out that they are microbes, but which are inactive. So after buying it from the supermarket, you have to activate them. We first mix them in lukewarm water. After mixing them in lukewarm water,
in warm water.
that water lukewarm. That water you can bathe a baby. Then after that, you mix it then in the water, in the cold water. After activating them in the lukewarm water, they first activate. They become active. Then you pour it in the drum where you're going to mix the content: water, molasses, and then yeast. Then after that, you collect at least a watering can. Then you start sprinkling the first layer. After applying danga soil, you sprinkle. After applying every layer, you sprinkle. Then after that, you turn 4 times. You use a spade. You turn them upside down. Then as you are turning, you will find that some parts didn't get water. Then you keep sprinkling. Then after that, after you leave it to stand for 4 days, such that the fermentation process starts. Don't get surprised when you find that it is bringing a lot of heat, and you don't merely come and put in the hand. You'll find that your skin is left inside and you come out with the magufa. So you should be cautious. You should take care of yourself, because it produces a lot of heat. And if you want to test it, you can leave it there an egg at the start of the you leave there the egg. You'll find that it is boiled. Yeah.
And you can eat it.
Yeah, you can eat it. Yeah, because a lot of heat is produced during the process.
Yeah, it's a chemical reaction that is happening.
Yeah, fermentation. So after that, after those 4 days, you every day for 3 days you come and keep turning twice a day, and turning 4 times at every interval. You understand? Yeah, morning and evening. Then after 14 days, you come and you test whether it is still producing a lot of heat. But when you are turning it, you find out that there are actomycetes developing in some areas. Actomycetes, these are quite the things that normally develop.
It's like powder.
It is somehow powdery, and you will find that it is developing in some parts. That is an indicator that there is a lack of water inside. So as you are turning, you apply some more water. Yeah. So after that, it is a good fertilizer for your application.
Excuse, I was on the phone. I
Fine.
can add something. In arranging that many components, you must, after putting anything, you add plant.
Yeah.
Soil.
Yes.
After soil. If you don't use it, it will burn. Because this one, combining this and that you have buy on the market, burn.
Yes, they will burn.
Burn.
That's why
Yes.
they produce heat.
Burn.
A lot of heat is produced during the process.
Yes.
So that's why we include in that soil.
Soil for
Soil is the one that maintains at least reduces the burning
soil mu
process.
Kinyarwanda. Kimwe ko mutukura amafumbire. Azamutse. Ni nabyo. Ariko bagakoresha utuntu dutandukanye. Twe twongeramo cyane ibyatsi n'itaka. Natwe ibintu byose tubishyiramo. Byose. N'izindi tugura muri zo twabishyiramo. Ariko kuko ugenda umaze gukora, ushyiraho itaka. Kwita bikoze birashya.
Fire comes up.
birababuka
There are camp flames.
Noneho ntubyumve ngo ni fashe akaboko kawe ugashyiramo hagati.
kasha yavuze bivuga ko wasigarana amagufwa
Nayashya. I was saying if you take your
That is nice.
then put inside.
You can burn. Yeah, that was it. So we normally make them here, and that you found that the planting season is done. We normally make them before the planting season. So a lot of them have been used, and those have been just left there.
So this is powder fertilizer.
That one.
Yes.
Coffee.
Biofertilizer. And it is in which state? Is it liquid? Is it?
No.
It's powder.
It is powdery. As you saw there in those bags. If you want to sell them at the market, after making it, we had a
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Kayunguruzo.
Yeah.
Akayunguruzo.
After making it, you put them on top, then you keep sieving them, then you collect them down, then you
What can you do?
nobody can get to know that there was
If I want to make this and I don't have this
coffee husks,
what do you use?
you can use.
No, if you don't have this,
Yes.
this is for what? This is for maintaining water.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. Me, I'm a carpenter. Can I use this?
Wood shaving.
The carpenter.
The wood dust.
Everybody's.
Yes.
And everybody's. And everybody's. Take it.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, I have all.
But again, you see, then the rice husks can also work.
Yeah.
Then again,
I'm quite sure it is not expensive because I have a lot of wood. I am a carpenter, so I produce a lot of wood.
yeah, you can also use them. But even those people who keep poultry, who keep birds, they have a lot of them. You can buy, and they are more nutritious, and they contain a lot of nutrients. Only that they bring salinity when you take them directly to the soil.
These ones, instead of buying NPK from these ones, which are inorganic fertilizers, you can use this bokash. Because that's all those companies, the nitrogen, phosphorus.
Isn't this fertilizer expensive?
No? Because for it stays in the soil for quite a long time. You can at least apply it at this season, and then next season you skip, then you apply the next season. Yeah, unlike the other fertilizers, you can just if you are planting maize, you can use 2 scoops of your hand. Just you apply in the hole, then you mix it with the soil, then you plant.
And you find out that the materials you use are local.
Yeah.
Instead of
If you're in the banana plantation, you dig a trench in between 2 rows. You dig a trench, you bring wheelbarrows and pour there. Or else you dig a hole beside the plant, you pour and cut. Then for it, you know those plants. And if it is banana plantation, you don't apply to the plant itself, but at least 2 meters or 2 feet. 2 feet away from the plant. Maybe we can move on. A number of fertilizers are within here, and he was asking me about the pesticide. We've been making a pesticide. This is builder's lime. It is one of the components we use in making lime sulfur brew, which is a fungicide. Yeah, but
This one.
yeah, this is builder's lime, not the farmer's lime. That farmer's lime that we normally use to apply in the soil, it doesn't react well. And this builder's lime, we mix it with the sulfur. Sulfur is not here. We normally pack them in this tin. So this is lime sulfur brew. This one. And we boil water to 100% degrees Celsius. Then we mix lime, the lime we buy from the shops. Then plus this builder's lime at a ratio of 1 to 2, which is 1 kilogram of lime with a half or 2 kilograms of salt. The other one is lesser. The other one is the half. This one is 1 kilogram. This is 1 to 2 ratio. So you keep mixing. If you are allergic, you don't do because it is so corrosive. It can bring you collapse. You understand? So you put on, even if you are not allergic to it, you have to put on a mask.
So the process is you boil water.
You mix it.
You boil water on 100%.
Yeah.
Degrees.
Yeah.
Then you mix. You make like paste or kaunga or porridge of it.
It isn't a paste. You make it like porridge,
Yes.
but not so thick,
Yes.
but rather some liquid.
Yeah, some liquid.
Yeah.
So proportion of
1 to 2.
1 to 2.
Yeah.
So it means 1 kilogram into 2 liters of water.
No.
Yeah.
It is lime 1 kilogram and sulfur a half. All this one is 2 kilograms, the other one is 1 kilogram. Yeah, that is it. Then you mix in water, you keep mixing. The colors will keep changing. If you use the farmer's lime, it won't turn the colors. You will just keep boiling
builder's lime.
until tomorrow without changing the color.
Mm.
So this builder's lime is one that acts.
So may I ask you a question?
Yeah.
As you, your whole group, your family are the farmers. Your family
Yeah.
are the farmers.
Your parents.
Yes.
All the family. Parents or uncle. This you say is good, wonderful. But did you copy to
Hope.
yeah.
Being the
I
fact
know.
that
I know
we are still in the college, but we wish to practice it when we go back home.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is in the college. In the farm you use it?
No,
In the farm, our families.
Yes.
Not yet,
No.
but we are keeping the knowledge for our best.
Wow, wow.
Wow.
You know why I asking that question?
No.
Because this is a process to tell to the farmer who have 2-3 hectares
Yeah.
of bananas or of beans or of sugar, or maize, to do this. It's very hard to explain.
Very hard.
It is